So here we are on NAPF for today, and I'm going to read you the mission brief for the guys. It's an ongoing operation that they'll be playing throughout the day. So today's task is Operation Freedom. The military forces within the region of NAPF have attempted a violent coup to seize power from the regional government. Our forces have been requested to assist the legitimate government here and restore order. Unofficially, the NAPF Island region is a critical launching point for operations, and we must ensure our airbase here is held and doesn't fall into rebel forces' control. We have little to any intel on the positions controlled by the rebel military forces, and we are unaware if some of them could even be friendly. However, it's assumed that all forces are hostile unless otherwise communicated. Surrounding enemy forces must be secured and returned to the fenced camp at the airbase. Not all the forces agree with the coup, and we are not here to eliminate every rebel soldier. We're in contact with agents on the ground and are expecting regular intel updates with enemy positions. You'll need to be able to respond quickly to engage and secure targets. Our overall goal is to secure the rebel commander and the legitimate government staff. At this time we have no intel on either their positions, and any enemy or gov buildings should be searched for intel. We know that the rebel forces have a mixture of Soviet equipment including ARMA and artillery. They also have AA and potentially CAS. They're also believed to have mixed in with dissidents, so we can expect some poorly equipped aggressive insurgent-style attacks also. We've got some required teams. There's like a little actually this would be great. There's a little military installation here. This would be very good to begin. And again, see, like I'll be able to lay in very limited amounts of stuff here. But what I'll do is I'll just get some pre-made mortar positions in onto this. So I'm just going to start laying in stuff now, guys, so you can just sit back and enjoy. Right, let's have like mortar bunker. That's big. Mortar bunker. Let's have that. It's kind of too big, really. Always is too much with some of these things. I've said this like a million times that with a lot of these assets and stuff, just too big. Too big. Too many objects, which is why I started to make my own compositions. What I'm going to have to do, though, is get rid of this. We're doing things a bit old school today. I actually stopped building stuff in missions a long time ago. I'm just adding in these so that the guys can't easily jump in and start sniping my dudes. But yeah, I actually stopped building assets in game quite a long time back, mainly because it's time consuming. It takes quite a lot of time to do all of this. But today I'm probably going to be doing quite limited builds because of the fact that it takes a long time. It's going to be bad enough that I've got to manually lay in all of the units on the ground. And then once I've done this, got to go back in, go remove, like that. And then what I'll actually do is just add back these, but do like a 5-meter radius. The reason I'm adding those back in manually is so that I can place units onto them to operate them. Right, so basically as well, that's probably all I'm going to do really, and then we'll just have a variety of stuff. It's good to have like a good battle to start with. I've said that there's going to be a mixture of Russian and potentially kind of insurgent forces, so I can put a variety of different bits and pieces in on this one. Just a selection, maybe there's a fun enemy. Yeah, I'm not thinking that far ahead. This is not going to be a day of like very, it's ideas are awesome, guys, but with these kind of mission days, there's no point. There's no point thinking of like, we're going to have this, we're going to have that. That's the kind of stuff you do on a pre-made, pre-designed mission. It's not what today is. Today's a public mission. I've got like an overview of what the guys are doing, which I've read to you. Okay, so they're going to be basically fighting these insurgent kind of government coup forces, like rebel military forces. And basically all I need to do is get units in on the ground and get the guys engaging with those units. Any kind of convoluted rationalizations are just not necessary, and it just kind of it ends up taking a lot of time, and that's time that the guys on the ground are not doing stuff. If you have like grandiose plans about they got to do this, they got to do that. Also, something I've learned over time with ARMA and with Zeus, the more complicated you make stuff, whilst it might sound really cool, if you know ARMA and you know how ARMA missions play out, the more complicated just equals the more likely something's going to fuck up. It's simply like that, And if you are going to make a complicated mission, you have to think very, very carefully about how that mission plays out, how all of the different ramifications and different choices may affect what can occur like this. And also you have to remember how the guys on the ground may interpret things that are happening. So there is a lot of variation and different options. Right, I'm probably going to be using these Nova Russia forces as the rebel ones, but we'll start off with just some default Russian MSV probably. So let's just get in on the ground here. Let's have a look at these lads. Yeah, perfect. So we'll just start with some of this defaultness. Like how this building is I like how this building is semi into the ground. Excellent. We're just getting so the best thing with these as well is the Russian guys. They always have these maneuver teams, which are fantastic. Maneuver teams are great. I'm just going to set some of these guys up on a patrol. I'll do all the AI skill levels in a minute. So we'll just have these guys like this, and I'm just going to have them. It's been such a long time since I've done all this stuff. It's surprising. Right, there we are. Look, so they will start go. Or they should start to go. What's happening? Oh, there we go.
Hello, Joko.
Yeah, there they are. They're going. I was like, why are they not moving to begin with? That was bizarre. Like a starting point. I'll get off the long-range command channel for a second. Right, so let's set these guys up as a diamond, like a diamond. Set them up like a diamond. Let's do section MG. I'm just going to position them here and also in a diamond and crouched. I'm just going to dot around a few units here. Get some of these guys in this building. Actually, what I'll do is I'll put these here and then tell them to garrison. You can do garrison building. Actually, was it the ACE AI? If you do garrison group and so on with the ACE AI, it's a little bit different. So you can do garrison like this. Tell them where to go. It tells them the radius, fill from top to bottom, even filling, building filling mode, etc., etc. So if I do this on these guys, see, watch what happens. They're going to go inside this building and they're going to fill that building in. I actually think the ACE garrison works a little better than the Achilles garrison one. Although actually it depends on what. Oh, actually, the only thing with this is it depends on what building they are near to, I believe. So actually, what I just said is perhaps not actually true. Let's just try this one instead, because this should garrison them. Radius, let's put it on 20 meters. Inside only. Oh, they actually changed this as well. Inside only, yes. Let's see, let's put no. Fill evenly, yes. Ah, interesting. So it must not consider the bunker a position, which is going to be a pain in the ass for me. Fun, 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 fun. The only thing I can do is set them to not move. I expect where they were actually headed towards before was this. They were probably headed for this building. It probably doesn't see the bunker actually as a building. It's kind of a ball ache. But that's okay, because what I'll do is I'll just have these guys sit here like this, and I'll have them crouched. And then what I'll do is I'll just get a... Well, actually, if there is not, I'll put a maneuver team. And then I'll just get the maneuver team and put them like in the building here like this. And that's good enough. They'll be fine. And you can always like disconnect like individuals from the group or whatever. So I better do the same over here as well. But you could always put like some on the top, some on the bottom or whatever. That'd be good enough. I don't know why specifically they don't see these buildings as buildings, because they really should do. Like if you put like a standard bunker down, they should be fine for that. I'm just going to copy a couple of units here who will make up my mortar team. So what I'll do is drag those guys onto those mortars. Now, also, ahead of time, this is... Uh-oh, not looking good. There we go, calm down. We should actually test whether these guys actually work, I would imagine. They've just changed it so that there used to be artillery target. I haven't played for a while, and they've actually changed things up a little bit. I'll just set target alpha. Let's just do artillery fire mission. No nearby artillery units. Okay, that's good. Okay, let's try something else then. Let's try the ones that I usually never use. Right, let's just try that. Okay, well that works, that's fine. Okay, good. Oh, actually, that's another good point. I'd actually forgotten about that. Need to individually set these guys' skill. I'll do that afterwards, because that greatly affects like how the rounds and stuff land. Right, anyway, so in the that should land any second now. Come on, hit it. Hit it. Nice, okay. I'll keep that marker there as well. Right, so that's functioning, that's all good. Don't know what was up with those other ones. Anyway, what I was going to say was I usually on these positions put down like an explosive charge to sort of sabotage the mortars so that my guys can't like capture it, because I discovered my guys were capturing it way too much and it was becoming problematic. So let's continue just laying in some units here. We'll put a company HQ team in. And then I'm just going to disconnect some of these guys here. Basically, what I'll do is, again, I'll pre-surrender some of the units here as well, because I stated in the mission that potentially some units could surrender. So I want to have some of the guys like pre-surrender, basically. Let's have a section AT, which I'll probably just have on a patrol. And then beyond this, look, we'll just have maybe... have a section marksman be walking around this area here for them to kind of do a little patrol like that, crouch in, etc. Obviously you can set like random patrol routes as well, but it's just quick to do it like this. Those guys like so. These guys are doing nothing. This is probably going to be a good starting point to kind of get a measure of our guys. Sorry guys, my voice is really not the best today, and I don't know why. Like yesterday from the stream, it just was not happy apparently. But I'm sure that we'll be okay. Got my warm tea honey right here. Right, let's have a look. What else do we want? Probably some vehicles now. Let's try out, we'll get a BTR like here and in on the base. Another BTR in on the base, because this is meant to obviously be military area. Another BTR like right here in some good cover. Get that there. Right, okay, so that should be fine. And then beyond that, let's have a look. There is ZU. I don't want to... I feel like we should have one ZU on base. I think that would be fine and sensible. I'll get that in as well. Guys probably won't be too happy about that, but I feel like that would be a legitimate thing to have at the base. And I will move the fuel. Actually, one thing I need to remember as well, because this has been a while since I played. I know that my Zeus control for order units to get out changed to U. Just actually check that that is the case. Yeah, perfect. I just changed up from a while back because I think my keybind changed around. It used to be something else. Right, I think that's about good to start, guys. I don't think we need too much to begin with on this first base because I'll be laying in things. I think the only thing that I would do is that's probably when you actually look at the area here, and I can always add in extra units dependent on where they're coming in. So I'll basically put like a marker on this little village here, I guess. I'll put like several question marks. They're the area of enemy forces. Okay, we'll have that. We won't have any civs too much around this area either, so we'll get that coming in. Right, so let's get a flashpoint here. Go back to base. I'll keep a solid flashpoint back at base as well. Let's get back on command channel. Command LT, do you read? I don't want to overdo this demon at this point. It's sometimes you would be surprised at how overthinking things is not necessary a lot of times. So he'll be standing by, ready to go. And then I think, see, a lot better now. Yeah, there's another small group over here. Whose team is this? Wildcat. Is it Alpha? I'm not quite sure. I think the Alpha is maybe the QRF. The little bird is coming back to maybe pick up the QRF team, I guess. Let's see where that convoy has gotten to. Might be fun to look here. This would be a great opportunity here to ambush. Shots coming in. Shots coming in. Already kicking off before they even got to the area. Damn, look at the AI actually properly engaging. They need to fucking shift that APC as quick as possible. Taking another hit. They need to shift that APC. They need to get out of there. Another one coming in. And another hit. Damn, those AI are really on point with it. And another one. Damn, the shots are coming in thick and fast. Nice. I love how they've panicked into cover there. Where's the other units? Where's the... oh, they're way back down the line. Let's try and get myself into the vicinity here. I'm just going to... I don't really need to for range, but it'll be just good in terms of short range. I'm going to just move myself on top of this hill, and we should be able to listen in on the ground. So this will be the short range between the guys. And we'll also get onto the command channel.
Any chance we can get some sort of transport? So.
Yeah, the distance here.
Bravo, yeah. It's Delta and Charlie that I see moving out. Or I did squad lead as well.
Right, so this is TSX, so this should be squad on 4 here. I need to be a little bit closer on the range, actually. Shouldn't need to be that close for range on 152.
I can see 3 down.
There we go. Where's my units moving to? Let's move these guys up this way.
Need a medic. Hold on, I should be able to do myself. Stand by. Charlie's down.
Shift this guy over this way.
Join him.
Oh shit! Oh my god, did they crash into each other? Did they crash into each other? Surely that must have been what happened.
No, man.
What's occurred? What has happened here? Squad leaders, this is LT. What happened to the Humvees? Ridiculous. I think they crashed together already. And so there's anyone in range. It depends whether they're actually on that channel, actually, because they might not be. They might not be on the short range channel.
Callum's watching north.
I'm watching west.
I'll get south.
I'm sure that that's what happened. That they lagged into one another.
Try and hold this position because Bravo needs to get back in. Yeah, copy that.
I'll watch north. I'll watch Sean north of the hill.
Break LT. What happened with the Humvees?
Desync.
Bravo's vehicle's desynced.
What happened to the rule about like keep a good sort of 200-meter spacing? Dear oh dear.
That wasn't us. That was Bravo. We're Charlie.
Spectacular. No, you don't need to crash. That's not the point. You have to account for the possibility that there might be desync. That's why you keep the space as well. It's not just for crashing.
Yeah.
Dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. What a palaver.
Yeah, once getting back out here, looks like our vehicles are down. Would you like us to proceed on foot, or what happens?
The Humvee's down, or?
Yeah, they are.
Ding ding. Round 2. Let's try harder this time.
Yeah, Bravo will push out in front of you. Copy that, we'll follow on behind. Hopefully with better spacing this time.
Yeah, keep that spacing. It's important. You only make that mistake one time if you're driving on the ground. I tell you what, once you've killed your entire team, it's like you learn quite quickly not to do that. Get off command.
Okay, do you see the entrance of the compound?
Right. Yeah.
Okay, go 50 meters northeast.
Right.
Should be an AA truck in front of a white fuel tank and next to some...
I'm not seeing it. It's not there.
What's your terrain quality at?
Let's go into video. Let's have a look.
Convoy continues on after the horror. Look at this, they're being so careful. Careful, careful, careful. Like I said, you only kill your whole team one time. Well, actually, maybe not one time only, but you're very cautious in ARMA when you need to. It looks like the air assets are up in the air. You can hear the jet. Don't go high, you bastard. I can't follow you. I'm just going to put myself in the middle of the field because I always try to pick locations where they're not going to actually get near to me. Although... Oh, yeah.
Command, Charlie.
Go for command.
When we get to the objective, just want us to push on through to the marker.
I want both of you to be pushing on to the left road there, because that seems to be the highest concentration of enemy infantry. You've got bunker positions on the hill, and you've got one main compound with AA BTR in it. That's what I'm gonna get the air on. As soon as you'll hear a bomb strike, that's your cue to move in.
Okay, copy. Additional, our 50 cals on the APCs don't work, so we won't be able to use
they
them.
didn't put the fucking ammo in.
Copy that. You sure that the safety's off?
No, like, I think it has something to do with the tanks DLC. When you get the command roll.
Okay. Roger that.
Good 360ing, good 360ing here. Shame that the tanks DLC has fucked over the guns on the tanks, but actually I'm kind of cool with that because it means that the guys can't use them because they're usually pretty OP. Actually, the M2s on these tanks are actually not too OP because they're only iron sighted and they can be quite tricky to actually get onto stuff. So actually they're not crazily powerful or anything, but they are obviously able to lay down a quite heavy amount of firepower, especially against lighter vehicles and groups of enemy. But basically those things become basically the M2s. They're good in the daytime, but they're a nightmare at night time. They're a nightmare in the evening because look at this. I love the detail in these. Even, you know, this is not tanks DLC. This is just anyway. Hashtag YouTube thumbnail. I think this is Wildcats team. I think this is the QRF team. I'm always like, let's just see if we can hear the Apache from base.
Charlie's moving out.
No, I can't hear.
Bravo copies following on behind.
Just see what we can see here.
Command, this is Charlie.
No eyes, but we will get good eyes on.
Do you have
quickly.
any idea of the number of forces in the bunkers?
Currently we're looking at around 40.
Rash, just found today, didn't know you had a YouTube. Oh, thanks, Rash. didn't know you had you. That's literally like the most. Sorry, I don't mean this in a very negative way at all, Rash. But it's like that's literally like the most backwards way I've heard of people finding me, because usually it's completely the opposite way around. So I mean backwards in the literal sense, not in the right here. Look, there was scramble right now. Let's get alarm. Oh yeah, they're getting. Oh, the Apache's getting. Oh no, the Apache's getting laser
Hold that
locked.
current position. You've got BTR moving to your front north.
Holy shit! It's gone. The AA is gone. Fuck, let's get these guys moving. I said I was going to surrender some of these. I'm going to remove that so we don't have the cook-off BS going on. Right, let's set these guys up in line. Go here to this one. I'm going to keep the other guys just doing what they're doing. Right, let's get these guys as well. We'll have easy.
Command, how close is that BTR?
Shit, the Apache is engaging hard.
Negative, that's
I'm
one
going to
of
set
the
first
BTR, the other
position
one
here.
is side.
I'm going to get more to position right here on this. You just think that thing is cooking off hard.
Keep where if you're west as well of that patrol within the 3 line to your western one.
Let's go. My other unit are coming down the hill here.
Missile out on the BTR, start moving up again.
Shit. I started to hit before it even came in though. I put the rounds for the mortars to be at a kind of random position here. Man, there was not much variation on those hits at all. It's because it's so close by.
Go for command.
Damn, that was a heavy strike. I'm going to get rid of some of these so they stop cooking off.
Yeah, copy that. You're good to go good to go there.
Another one right here that I haven't spotted yet.
Command, this is Charlie. We just took artillery fire on our position. We've got 2 guys down.
I'm currently getting your Apache on target.
I'm going to move this back up the street a little bit. Actually, I'm going to move it towards this barn here or something. More rounds out on that. 4 rounds out on that.
Mortars are moving, take over, guys on the ground. Mortars are firing.
Yes. Run. Scramble like ants. You can hear that Apache. Look at the Apache rounds going in. Hear the Apache chain hitting. That's cool for the guys on the ground to hear that those rounds coming in from the Apache. Oh shit, it's right on it. Oh shit. That was bad. That was bad. That was a bad one. Tux is dead. Foos is dead.
Not currently. Currently sorting out what we're gonna do.
Have they neutralized? Yeah, okay, mortar. One mortar is down. I'm probably, seeing as these guys, I'm going to get this guy off of him. I think it's fairly reasonable that he would run the fuck away at this point. Right, now I was going to surrender.
Bravo Charlie, how's your count at the moment?
I'm going to surrender a couple of the guys here.
Bravo currently has 2 men down.
There's this guy out there.
I'm getting Alpha towards your position. Alpha, stop moving towards the whole position. Move up to Bravo's position to reinforce.
Put him around the back here.
Alpha copies that, waiting for helicopter pilot to get clear for back.
Get these guys set up here. This is the MG squad. Oh, the BTR is actually engaging the Apache. Nice. It took a hit. Nice, they're getting on it. Good, he's taking the rounds. Oh, the guys here have spotted the squad up the hill.
Yeah, contact to the west.
Come on, this is Bravo.
Go for command.
Currently taking contact from the west.
Copy that, I'll get Apache to support.
You don't need it. Doing the Zeus mod updated. It's updated a lot. Several times. Shit, the BTR is just doing its own thing. It's going balls to the wall. Go AI, go! Look at him go, man.
Yeah, enemy PC.
Bearing on the PC.
Go, mate, go now. No.
That's... oh shit.
Why is it stopped? It always triggers me when the AI just kind of randomly stop. Go now. Actually, no, just fire at will. Why is he stopped?
Hey Frank, can you morphine me?
See, this always triggers me. Like, what's going on with this AI?
Everyone, prep AT, enemy BTR inbound.
What? Maybe it doesn't see them. Oh, they are all in cover. Actually, therefore, if I were to put this to aware.
Come on, this is Charlie 2nd, how copy?
No, he's just like, no, don't want to do it.
Command.
Great, awesome AI, thank you so much.
Main squad
It's good to be back in ARMA. Oh my god, he is as well. How did that happen?
Currently, there are reinserts coming in from your south. I'm hoping that your squad leads in that. If not, he'll be coming in with the second wave.
Copy that, do you wish us to just hunker down for now?
Yeah, for now, just hunker down.
Why would it do that?
Combat effective, are you?
So triggering.
Copy that. Everyone in Charlie, how copy?
Command Alpha, we are approximately 30 seconds from hold point.
Why would it stop? Like, what's stopping this thing from moving?
I'd say it's about 50, yeah. Fine, ready.
I know he's off. But it's too late! It's too late, obviously. Because far be it from the AI to do anything that makes any fucking sense whatsoever. Let's get it up this hill now. For crying out loud, AI. At least it survived that hit. They're going to try and hit it again. Like, damn, that was a solid hit. Solid hit. Very good. Very good. And he is out of there. Right, the guys are looking much better in terms of the base now. There's still some units, as you can see, moving around in onto here. I'm probably going to get these guys to just hunker down here for the minute. Keep the others in position. Oh, where's the shots coming from there? Oh yeah, there's an MG position right down here or something. We might actually take control of one of these guys, if I can. There's a sniper as well.
Alpha, we are now on station at hold point requesting further instructions.
Actually going to take that kid in the background.
Currently, just are you holding at the hold area? Where are you holding?
That's at the hold area.
Right, watch your ears, lads. Oh, it's not too bad. Not too bad. They're going to be on my... Suppressing fire! Oh, getting hit. Shit, the Apache's on us! Oh shit, that was so close! That hit right in front of me! Can't see what I'm fucking aiming at here. I'm hoping that the rounds are just... Ah! That's it, I'm out of rounds. You'd be surprised as well. You'd be surprised as well, they got marksmen straight on me, that's why the rounds were coming in so accurate. You'd be surprised as well the amount of times where I lay down like some full auto fire at that kind of range, and then when you go into Zeus afterwards and you check, actually, they've lost someone in there. The Apache has been firing off quite a lot of rounds though, so I'd imagine they're kind of burned down. Oh, hello, there is actually a spare BTR back here, where we had forgotten about. Let's bring this to this side of the hill, and then... should I need, I can charge it across the hill here down towards the guys. See what happens. Alex Axe, will there be a chance to join us later today? It's not out of my hands, out of my control. Depends on how many people are on. People have been on since morning time, and they bothered to get their mod packs sorted, they bothered to get on the TS, they bothered to get ready. So it depends on how full the server is.
Okay, copy that.
Oh shit! That was ARC. I thought the F-16 was down. Oh, apparently not. F-16 just wasted the BTR that I had spare.
Search the buildings for us, there might be intel in these buildings. Research on the buildings.
I really should have put some turret machine guns in this thing, but I didn't do that earlier on.
Shots from the hill to the west.
Yeah, just keep safe.
Should have visuals on Alpha Team pushing up from the rear now.
Copy that.
Get him in, slide somewhere.
So the guys took some pretty heavy contact coming in onto the town.
Away from Alpha, what sort of bearing do you want me to cover?
And these guys, their camo was pretty good at distance in the field. Look, we were trying to work out what camo to work with. You can see it's pretty decent.
Up there.
Copy that.
Yeah, here comes Alpha coming in here. Actually, no, this isn't Alpha. This looks
Alpha
like
Bravo, as soon as
Charlie.
you have reinforced each other, start moving towards the main compound on the east side of the main road. West side, sorry.
Copy.
Bravo copies.
I'm maybe going to get a Hind to try and take down Apache.
Command, this is Bravo.
Go for command.
Do you want us to wait for Charlie's squad lead to get back in? They're a little bit behind Alpha.
Wait one. Negative, just start moving out with Bravo and Alpha. Bravo and Alpha, you guys are going to take point, and Charlie's going to come in afterwards, engaging anything that you guys might have missed and securing your rear.
Command, this is Alpha. For some reason my radio decided to change the frequency I was listening to. Can you say again commands for Alpha?
Copy that. Alpha and Bravo, you are to reinforce each other and head on the west side of the main road towards the main compound and secure that position as well as the buffer. I'd say Bravo, you guys can make compound hold and compound while Alpha goes around and clears those sides. Bravo will follow behind you guys, secure your rear as well as the road. Near the active main road, you will be on
Alpha, what's that will break off and start to look like that.
Yeah, Bravo copies.
Let's see whether this thing can actually do anything. The Hinds.
Charlie, you copy as well?
Bravo.
It's
We're
so.
going to be pushing out of this location.
The Hinds have a very bad habit of being not very useful, so we'll see what happens.
They're going to be pushing the bunker.
It's coming up, it's coming up, it's coming up, it's coming up. Gonna have to gain a lot of height. They're trying to shoot it.
I believe that's big friendly, mate. That's what I it's a Hind instinct. It's an enemy.
It might decide to do its own thing.
Is still present.
Damn, I told it specifically to get that Apache. I told it specifically to get that Apache, and you can see it's just... I don't know whether it's going to try and get nothing. We could always get like a frog foot in or something. I think it's having a hard time because you can see the Apache is way up here, see the green marker? I think the Hind is having a hard time gaining enough altitude to get onto it. Also just AI in general, right? It does seem to be attempting to get onto it, like... It might just change its target and get onto the guys on the ground now.
Enemy chopper coming back. Yeah, I'm good.
I'm just going to leave it to do. Everybody always gets very excited about the Hinds, but they tend to be very, very stupid. I might have to try and take control myself. That's always a bit of a dangerous contention. Oh, he's down, he's down! Shit, that was the cast come in on that one.
Enemy chopper down.
That was the cast came in on that. You can see this is the issue when you got like the... Don't worry though guys, later on we'll get some spawning cast LT. Now it's a bit too much too soon. Later on, we'll let them clear this one, and then I'll make the next one more difficult. We'll get like some Tunguskas in on the ground and shit like that. So.
Come on, this is Bravo.
But that was... I wanted to see what the hell he would actually do there.
One single arty strike, they're all down. Roger that, fucking hell. Any chance that you medic can get him back up? Our medic is also down.
What the hell? What happened there?
Any other call signs? If you have a medic up, get him towards Alpha's position.
That's the helicopter actually. Oh, wait, Alpha, what?
Bravo, can you start grabbing these guys and start dragging them into cover?
What?
See what we can do with them.
What's going on here? What happened? Artillery, what?
Get some smokes down.
How did that happen?
Just to try and cover us a bit.
What on earth happened there?
Please make sure it's smoke.
What on earth happened with that?
This is Charlie, we're ready to move.
Unless the Apache did engage using its... But I didn't think I heard anything there. I didn't see the Apache... I didn't see the Hind even engage. No idea what happened with that. Mark altitude if you go past that's going to be detected by enemy radar. No need, they'll just learn from the engagement. I've already given... They've already had a warning on the mission brief that the area is potentially yellow engagement, which means that they don't know specifically what they could face at any moment in time. Tamil Tau, it's nice to see you with ARMA from time to time. Like I say, I think I'll do like one public day like this, not like a mission, a day. So like today I'm planning to stream right through to probably 6 PM, 7 PM this evening. And then I'll probably jump off for that time, obviously. But yeah, probably do about one of these per month, I would imagine. It's a good amount of time to get. It's a good amount of recording time for me to get in as well. Oh, shots coming in. That's the squad on my hill here that we put in. They haven't got much else to do with it, so they're putting some rifle grenades on. Interestingly, bypassing the base there. Oh no, they're coming in from the rear. These things slide around a lot. Like a bat out of hell. I'll be gone with them. Fucking hell! Oh my god, there's a squad in here. Oh no! Warcraft, no! 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 No AI! This guy's binos out. No! 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 I'll let this one guy go.
Yeah, we can try to get air on as fast as possible.
The
second respawn as
binos.
well, but it's just too late.
The
I'm assuming
there's
that
one
was
guy
maybe
still up here.
in the middle of you guys.
Oh, leave him alone! No! We got the back door open as well. The binos was the best. Hashtag public war crime. Oh, the horror. The horror. Literally the horror. Oh, so much. Right, let's task these lads with getting down here. Let's send these guys. Well, they should be able to engage from there already. And these guys can stay put. There seems to be one guy randomly over here who I will... Oh, hello. And you're dead. Sorry I killed you. Just get rid of that guy. I thought it was control drag to disconnect them from their group. Yeah, there we are. Fuck. Apache just wasted that group on the hill there. Those basically what you can see is they're getting laser designated by command. Oh look, I didn't even have to do anything. Yeah, look, they are firing grenades in onto the position here. This group being sent down here to sweep through this area. Look, they're getting on point. This is the AI from up on the hill here, and they're actually getting on point with those grenades coming in there, look. They are actually not doing too bad. The AI, despite... I mean, the ground forces have got, like, pretty heavy assets that they're bringing in. So the AI have been pretty on point. Like, see, look at this. The AI actually doing decently in terms of engagement. From what they've done so far, it's actually been pretty solid. And think about those RPGs that we had coming in on the tanks at the start of the round. Well,
behind the bunker.
getting on a hilltop is never a good idea, though.
Copy that. You should be clear to land on the south side of the bunker position of the main compound. So that looks to be clear. We're currently getting the attachment request. Suppressive fire. The first bunker also looks clear and empty.
Right, I want to get these. Yeah, there's another guy moving down here. These guys should have moved already. That guy out. They're on the move. My range is slightly off. See other AI units coming in there. Just checking my ranging there. Yeah, that scared you, didn't it, my friend? Scared you. You can see the other units moving in here still. Oh, there! I got him! I fucking got him right there. Oh, shit. Right, let's see what we did. Let's see what we did. Let's see what we got in there. How effective was I? Good effect. 1 confirmed kill. And Escher is down badly. And there's another person down in. So I dealt some significant pain there. I killed 1, downed 2. Got the revenge back on them there for that road killing bullshit. Right, let's have a look. Apache continues to... Oh shit. Apache has annihilated the bunker. Oh my god, they actually took down the entire building. Jesus H. Christ. Okay, other units are clearing through the area here. Okay, so we got... who is this right here? Elkins. We've got Bravo coming in through here right now. Oh, and he's down. I was just about to... I thought we were going to get some good little forest action there, but no. This is quite nice. Look at the guys coming through the forest here. Nice light. Nice light.
Literally 50 meters in my building.
Yeah, I saw that guy.
Sorry, I just want to let you know
Yeah.
our AT is falling a bit far behind. Sorry.
Yeah, Charlie has pushed through. They are slowly pushing up.
Good job so far. Good job. Let's have a little look here. What's going on? So Apache still owning it. Where's that jet? High, high, high. Let's see what else. There's some stuff coming back in on the ground here. What's this? This looks like Little Bird transport coming across. So what's happening at base? Not too much. A couple of people ready for transport. Get back on site. The guys have cleared the site. This is essentially secure now. If there's any rogue units like this, I usually just delete them because they just end up, you know, they've got all the waypoints down. Just get rid of them. I usually consider those units sort of kind of broken and run. There's one guy left here who could be an interesting, like he's lost his buddies. But it could be potentially, we could try to hunt them. How close we can get. How close we can get. I always like to play how observant are the people. How much have they got? How much attention have they got going on with the 360? Shh. I can hear them from a mile away because they got their volume too loud. That shot's coming off from that bunker still.
Doing first aid, he's got fucking shot in the leg.
Copy that, are you able to bring him back? Get out of that contact.
Yeah.
I'm back.
Yeah, he's up.
Holy shit, they
The trolling is real.
trees.
Oh dear, oh dear. See, here's the thing though. I could hear them from a mile away, so you can't possibly say I wouldn't have known they were up there. Ah, the punishment. Right, this lot are pushing down that way. It's all good. Looks like this team here are pushing towards the bunker building. They're basically clear at this point. Move those units out. Right, let's, whilst this is all going on, so that's first station essentially secure. We'll have a little look around. Right, they've got that engaged. Right, they're basically secure on this point. So we need to find a new location to push to. Lichtal up here. Just have a little Zeus around. Oh, do you know what? Why don't we go for island assault so the guys need to be... Why don't we head up here to one of these islands, maybe? Schoenfeld is really good. This would be a very drawn-out assault. I think this would be like second stage. Not maybe at this point. Alpenach, let's have a look at this. It's a very small little port, but there's a lot of hills around, which means that they'll probably just sit in the hills. There's some big towns which I want to try and stay away from as much as possible. Chatsbach up here, we've got that going on. Agraguerfield, this is quite nice. Hilltop Mountain Fortress, this could work. Right, let's get some stuff in on this. We'll just start off by putting some structures in real quick. Let's go military woodland, camps. Just got to be careful how much crap we have in here. Let's just go field HQ basic. We'll have like a little mountain position up here. I've got to try and find a location where I can get this stuff in. The guys will just basically be clearing site right there. Right, this is okay. I'll just move some of this stuff around a little bit here. Probably try to clear some of it away. We'll try and get some MG positions up on this as well. Move this a little bit so that fence. And let's just shift this down here. Right, so we'll go on to this next stage of building. There's fortified HQ. I don't want to put too much in on any of these because, again, it's really important to try and keep the frames reasonable. Let's put a mobile HQ in, which can be a bit tricky sometimes to fit in. Actually, let's just let's just try and get this here. See, this is the issue you have. Let's try and get rid of most, if not all of this, except for a few bits and pieces. Get rid of that. Just take this, and we'll have this, and I'll put this over here on this hillside, and we will try to tune this in. It's always the nightmare. You can turn on like manual rotation, etc., but I can't be bothered to do it right now. I think it's going to be too tricky to get that fitted in there. But the LAV, etc., should be okay. Fine. I'll just have it there like that, that's fine. Okay, have a look. Communications. We could have communications up on this. Do, yeah, different bunkers. Let's do some small bunkers on here. We really want to reinforce around the buildings rather than... Look, this is quite a big setup already. I don't really want all this stuff. Do you know what? Let's scrub that. Let's just go for some standard stuff right here. See, even the ones that say small, I really need to finish. If I'm going to be doing stuff like this regularly, I really need to finish my own composition pack, because I was working on my own composition pack for quite some time, and it's just so much cleaner and a bit more user-friendly than a lot of the ones which they have on here. Right, we'll just have that like this. See, look, again, don't need all this shit. That'll be fine. Cargo post positions as well. Probably get one of those near the radio tower. Whee. That in. Trouble is always the ground levels on this stuff. That and that and that and that and that. It's always just worth trying to clean these up as much as possible. To be quite honest with you, I'd even drop these sandbags. I mean, they're really going to do zero. That. And if I wanted to do anything to actually make this actually more legitimately constructive, we would add like a couple more of these like that, so that it's protected from the front a bit more. In fact, I might actually just copy that somewhere else. And then beyond that, we can pretty much see, like, again, we can have like a bunker position here like this. Somewhere here. That. And then beyond that, like, the guys can just play it by ear. Might not look spectacularly beautiful. Gonna do the job. Oh, we'll just have that. It's all about ARMA improvisation, you see. Let's get Watchtower in as well. One there like that. Try to shuffle some of this around a little bit. The more of these unnecessary objects we can eliminate, the better. Will you try and take this and just reposition it slightly? Could be reasonable. Actually, I'm going to take that completely separately and position it here or something, so that I can get perhaps, like, see, this will fit in here, and then I can maybe get like a mounted machine gun to cover this valley, like right down here like this. Again, that could be like a, we could actually have a couple of these be like sort of mounted MG positions. We could have like another one like right here, look. Okay, go back and check, see what the guys are up to. I'll get a marker here though, so I don't lose my position. Should get onto long range as well. Yeah, they haven't actually located the guys in the base, but it looks like I feel like the surrendered guys would have at this point just gone, I don't think they're coming. Should we just leg it? Like, there's no one of danger left in the site here.
Red. Could I have blue team?
Sometimes this can be the issue, is that I can understand it as well. Sometimes the guys don't want to screw up, and they end up kind of overthinking things a little bit, and it's like, you don't always need to sort of overthink everything that you're doing. To be quite honest with you guys, for the next op on this little hilltop area here, that'll probably be good enough. But what I'll do is we'll get in.
Yeah, Bravo, this is Charlie. We're coming in from your northwest.
Copy that.
We'll probably get in either some ZUs or... Oh, actually, the Tunguskas are not in, are they? Because... but these are. The Tunguskas are not in because... we'll just call this like an enemy AA battery that they need to
Bravo,
work out from.
This is Charlie.
This is Bravo.
I'll leave some of these
Does your
live.
medic still have morphine on him? Because our medic's all out.
Yeah, our medic just got reinserted, so he should be all good.
I'll leave some of these movable.
All call signs. After you've secured that compound, Vortex will come in and he's got a medical box with him as well with spare medical equipment.
And some of them not. Take the fuel out of this. So there's 2 live and 2 like not live essentially. So they'll cover this area here. That'll be the objective for them. Is to I should actually remove all this stuff from Zeus now, all the objects and buildings. Let's make it like on a 50 radius for now. Right, so just putting a little command note there for the guys. Friendly jet shot down north your position. We're assessing the area. More intel to follow.
Command Alpha.
Go for Command Alpha.
Roger, this is just us throwing in the ready status to head north if you get a helicopter pickup for this pilot.
Copy for Alpha. Follow back in towards Bravo and Charlie's position on the main compound. I'm going to get all Vortex's call signs on that location to pick up you guys as well as the hostages.
Roger that.
That's probably all we want to have. We're going to have some AT units as well, just maybe patrol, I'd say, down the road here like this. Maybe another one to patrol. But this is a very good area as well because there's a lot of woodland in this area. So we can probably have a good amount of fire teams. Probably as well, I really probably don't need to set the fire teams of the enemy AI in this area to do too much other than just sit in the tree lines. We can have some maneuver teams on the bases, etc. But we probably don't really, if this is supposed to be like an AA installation, we probably actually need very little on the ground in terms of actual units. I'll just get the mounted machine guns in there as well, the turrets, the statics. By the way, I've got to locate, oh actually they're under this, aren't they? They're under turrets, here we go. So yeah, I'll just get the cord, is it this one? I haven't played for a while. That's the seated one, so it must be... these guys never do well in those things, by the way, so we can put them in. Oh, I say we can put them in. Let's hope that the game doesn't do that. Oh, it's all happening again. Right, this is what I need to do. Try and have the guys. There we go. There we go. All okay.
Unfortunately, so it might be worth either folding my squad into the other 2 squads or just rearranging them.
Copy for Alpha Bravo Charlie, all call signs be aware, command will be moving shortly. We might not be in radio range for a while because of the Atlantic penetrating.
So that distance right there, that distance. They need to keep a solid check on their spacing there. Also, it's a good idea with your desyncing, if you're driving along a road like this in a convoy, don't all drive on the same side of the road. What you should do is what these 2 at the front are doing, which is driving on opposite sides of the carriage like this, and then that way if one of them desyncs, there's a lot less chance they're actually going to crash in. If you follow directly behind one another, so if you basically follow in like a staggered convoy like that, see, much less chance that you're going to crash into the persons in front. I think most of the squad leads haven't bothered to set up that as an additional. Oh, they're getting engaged. Look at this, nailing them. Oh, it's brutality. Oh, dude, they're wrecking it. It's a bloodbath. A bloodbath. Oh god, it's just the punishment. Just keep coming. That was only like three. That was only 3 guys I put in there. That was actually a good ambush. That was a solid ambush. More coming up on this one. Oh, look, the entire team has decamped now. It's far enough away that I can legitimately suggest, like, oh, they wouldn't have heard it either. Bit more of a range here. Let's listen in on to channel.
No, you're still receiving fire.
The horror.
Oh my god, they're up there. I need...
Be careful. They're going to come right through these trees, rail onto them. They're quite tense.
Alright, we'll push west, guys. See if we can see them.
Oh! Oh! That was good. One more. Damn, good. Good sweep and clear. We can watch out friendly fire here as well. Nice. Well played,
Bravo, just
well
push
played.
up northwest.
That's very good. That was just like a little insurgent team right there.
Got a bit of a clearing going west, just be careful crossing.
Come on, is this Bravo short range? Can you guys confirm this is Bravo short range radio?
Yes, it is.
Yes.
Okay, just some intel for you. Whenever you get a small engagement like this, give it like a couple of minutes sweep. If you don't take any further contact, just mount up. Don't spend too long sweeping the area. Give it a good maybe like 50-meter search, and then you can move out. And there's also check their uniforms. Like if they look like kind of like sort of guerrillas or whatever, then that's probably what they are. So you can actually read what they are and what they're doing based on their uniform. If they look more like military, then that's probably where you need to be at. If they look more like guerrillas, it's just a stop and search.
Okay, perfect. Thank you for that.
Speaking of uniforms, has anybody found a body yet?
Right, so I'm just giving them that little update because I don't want them to spend like 15 minutes searching through this entire area because that's what happens in the past. I should have actually briefed. That's one thing I should have briefed from the beginning because it's important that the guys do have a vague understanding of some of the rules as regards kind of like what they're supposed to be doing in the area because otherwise, for all they know, that could have been something more significant. But if they basically, they've got a good search like around this hillside, they don't find anybody else, they don't see anybody else, they didn't take any more contact. It's not like it's going to always definitely be safe, but there's enough going on there that they could assume it's like okay to proceed.
To our vehicles.
Copy that.
It's like it's always going to be worth having a little search around.
Alex and Keegan to go in blue or red.
We probably should split into 3 groups. There's quite a lot of us now. Or we could just stay as 2. Not quite sure.
I like how everyone's just like, look, everyone's just like randomly spread out like all over the place. Shots from them. Was that from the patrol? That's the patrol. Right, let's send a search heli in. Enemy spotted. Let's give them a random amount of time for command decision. 8 minutes. 8 minutes takes us to what's that take us to? 15, quarter past. So the guys have got 8 minutes now. That's for commands to basically have that brought in for them to decide what to do and to triangulate a helicopter to get up in the air. So 8 minutes before that comes in. Okay, I think that decision making just got changed. I think that would be getting up in the air immediately. So we'll basically put seek, destroy. Listen to the command guys like whilst this is coming in. Looks like they've already neutralized. I think they've javelined one of those Tunguskas already. Because the guys do have javelins. Heli is en route. Should be en route. What the fucking hell? Oh my god, am I going to have to take control of this helicopter yet again? I gave it a very straightforward order. Move to the position. Look.
My squad members has spotted an enemy heli north of the north of our position.
I'm just going to type to go over here. Damn, second one down. I think they're laser desing from very high altitude potentially. Either that or I think they've got the Apache nearby. Which whether he's striking. Either way, they're making good work of it. But the heli coming in, they've got a lot to deal with at the same time here. That sounds like the it sounds like a Tunguska firing. Let's get a target. If I can get a target. Oh shit. Oh no! I totally hacked them! I fucked them over. I fucked them over so hard.
Man, be advised, this is Charlie. We have just been hit with a missile strike from an enemy heli.
I fucked them over so hard.
I'm most likely going to pass out.
I totally cheated.
Everything is red on me.
I was down. Shit, the jet is in the air. Still, we dealt some good damage. I totally cheated. What happened was when I went to set the airstrike, I had to click on the heli, but ARMA being ARMA, as I clicked on the heli, as you saw, it kind of misclicked and made me select the heli, which is why it dragged across like that. So the guys were shooting at it, and then suddenly it teleported like 45 meters to the left.
Call signs, be aware you've got an 8-man patrol coming in, marked on map.
Well, a lot of the AI moving in. I don't know what was up with that helicopter there, but it was effective when he was coming in there. This may be potentially the group here that have been javelining, maybe, I'm not sure. But the guys have been very effective on those Tunguskas. However, there's still another 2 remaining. Yeah, oh shit, he's firing. Oh, they are firing high in the sky, look. Yep. They are firing at the jet. They are firing at the jet. Because they've got like that radar. Thing is, the jet's moving so fast that by the time those rounds travel to that target, they've just taken out another Tunguska. The guys are actually smashing through this very quickly. This guy's trying to knock it out. And have a really hard time. Well, the jet is... I think the jet's just got another AGM going down on that. Yeah, he's down. That's why he's been neutralizing them with the AGMs. I think the first one was probably... I think the first one they got on was probably like a GBU, and the second ones they... because they had 3 AGMs, I think they've taken those things. So, very good, very good. guys have just got to clear through this area. See how they get on with that. In the meanwhile, this gives me a good time to set up my intel stuff. Cutscene here. I'm going to remove these vehicles for the sake of everybody. Shit, that entire building got ruined as well. I'm actually just going to do a quick clean on that.
Alpha Command.
Send it.
Currently, I think you guys are closest to what I can assume is the highest concentration of enemy infantry as well, infantry enemy base equipment. I can see some barracks, I think, to your west.
Yeah, roger, we are in contact.
Reinsert coming in.
Roger, escort on my side.
Okay, mark your own position.
Hold and med up for a bit.
Command copies, do what it needs to do.
Command Alpha, green smoke on my location. Enemy are approximately to our north. Hit everything north of green smoke.
I don't think Command can see that green smoke. Unless he's communicating that in on for the Apache, probably. Right, they've still got to make their way up through here and clear out a lot of the scattered infantry. Means we can always make things a little bit more interesting for these guys here on the ground as well. Send a few more their way. Actually, let's get some of these ultra-nationalists in.
Command Alpha.
Copy, command.
Any word on if the Apache's coming in for support?
Currently, the Apache is quickly giving us a hand. We've been engaged with something to our east, but I'll send them over as soon as I can.
Roger, wait.
Let's get off that. Let's get on to 4 with TSX. It's Elkin actually, which is 3.
Yeah, push up to our location, please.
Right, they've got the shots coming out of the forest. Stay with Barry here.
Once he's free on my location, we are going to be pushing, as the marker on the map shows, like east and pushing up north. We're going to be attacking the compound.
Oh, I think he just saw him. He just saw him.
In west and northwest. Enemy patrol was seen pushing down towards the south.
Let's get some suppressing fire.
Down in the valley, down in the valley.
They're doing good, they're doing good. They're keeping these guys pinned down. He's down right here behind this tree. He's shooting right here, right there. It's like forest combat always gets really good. Oh shit! They just Did you see that grenade that just landed right in front of Frank here?
Can I get one man to fall back and provide security while I'm picking up this guy?
Did you see that rifle grenade? That rifle grenade literally landed in Frank's face right there. That was spectacular. And a good rappel. They managed to. That shows again. That's good 360 there, because they had a few guys watching the back. That wasn't where their attention primarily was, and they kind of came back around on that. So that was good. The Apache rounds were a lot more. The Apache rounds were a lot more direct than they used to be. I think we might get some AA in soon. Not next, but on the base after next.
The front. We start pushing more north now.
Copy that.
There is good fun always for the they need to stop firing, seriously. There's friendlies right in on them.
Actually, correction, move more north.
They shouldn't be engaging that close. Shit, it's so close.
Yeah, that's the one I want.
Do not move into the radio tower.
Oh, fucking hell. Yeah, they're just lighting up anything they see. I'm gonna radio command. Crossroads, come on.
Go for command.
Your Apache needs to calm the fuck down. It's lighting up friendlies, they're just shooting anything in sight at this point.
Copy that.
Don't worry, it's our Apache, he's just been told. Okay, roger, wait one.
Command, this is Alpha, we have got enemy contact.
Enoch, how you doing there? I see you've finally been bullied into armor, yeah, exactly. Just listening on comms for a bit.
Command, this is Charlie. We have now pushed into Field. We're going to link up with Alpha.
Charlie,
What the hell is
I'm
this?
going to try and push to your west here in a second. We've got some stray contacts in the forest to our east.
Copy, we'll hold it to the west of Field and you guys catch up to us.
You guys
What's this AI doing?
if possible, send them towards us, but make sure that they don't hit us.
AI doing?
Command, Alpha requesting
Wedge guys, sub tier 1 for 37 months in a row.
Trying to get the Apache to actually come and do its job.
Just take this a little way away. Wow, that's why you should always immobilize your vehicle.
Yeah, Command, we've got eyes of contacts west of us, east of you, I believe, out of the field.
Radio tower.
Copy that. Can you start pushing to them? We'll push as well from the west side, that way we can pin to them.
Copy.
And now we can rationalize.
Command, this is Alpha.
Now we can rationalize that
Roger,
this guy can go and
tower,
find some
there's no more
reinforcements.
contacts radio tower, that's us on the radio tower. Do you want us to destroy it or do you want us to head towards your location?
Negative, just secure location. We're currently moving to you. Also, all call signs. Is there any Humvees currently moving off Tower Blue 4?
Through the area. I think they've basically got this area now secured under control. They've cleared through most of the patrols. I've thrown a fair bit of them there. Heavy support. Okay, so let's get the next stage in on this. So we need to set this area up. It's going to take me a little bit of work. So basically what we need to do is, this is where we'll have our government hostages. Okay.